Hamzo, Manilo Kumarainaho, Gin familia ko, sa tatabiho. Don't go na si Joeseph Hamzo. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and on behalf of my family and my grandfather, I would like to give a big thank you to everyone for your support and for continuously keeping us in your thoughts, prayers, and condolences in my family's time in need and in mourning. My name is Joeseph Perez, Jr., and I'm the eldest grandson to my Papa Joe. I can remember from the age of 5 years old to the last few years, my Papa would always fly out to California around May when school would end, and we would bring me back here. And because of my grandfather, I've been blessed to be able to call Guam my second home and to be able to create lifelong worth of memories with all my family and friends here on Guam that I would carry with me for eternity. Growing up, my grandfather told me many things, and he instilled many core values in me that I'm going to carry with me. But there are 3 things that have stuck with me and I keep dear to my heart. The first one is God, the second one is family, and the third one is school. I can remember growing up until college, and when he first said this to me when I first entered kindergarten, he said, "Nenny, I want you to go to college and get your degree, and I don't care if it's a basket weaving." And I said, "Okay, Papa, I promise I'll do it for you." Growing up, school has never come easy for me. I've always struggled, but I've barely passed, and I got it done. Currently, I'm 25 years old, and I've been enrolled in a community college since I graduated high school since 2006. I've been there for so long that some of the students think that I'm probably a professor now. A couple of semesters ago, as I was struggling through school, and I was getting frustrated, I said, "Man, I need to come back home to Guam and clear my mind." So I was schooling down and questioning my college career. I called up my Papa, but he didn't know I was down in my school career. I said, "Pops, I want to come back home for the summer." And he said, "Okay, Nenny, meet me in Houston on the buddy pass." I said, "Okay, Pop." So as he did all the time for myself and my cousins, he'd jump on the airplane as if it was the car in the carpool lane, and he'd fly to Japan and fly to Houston. And when we got to Houston, within that hour, we jumped back on the airplane and flew back to Guam. And that summer, I figured it'd be like just any other summer like I had spent the last 20 years here. But there was something about that summer. There was a subtle incident that my Papa and I had. We were eating at King's in Harlem, and he asked me, he goes, "Raymond, are you doing your college courses?" And not really wanting to answer and trying to evade the question, I said, "Oh, Papa, I'm doing good. I'm doing okay." And he stopped eating, he put his fork down, and he looked at me, and he put his sunglasses on the edge of his nose. He looked at me with a stern look and said with conviction, "Well, I want you to hurry up and get your master's degree." And in my mind, I said, "All right, I guess I know what I'm doing now." And after my Papa said that, all doubt erased, and I didn't think twice. I returned back to school, I enrolled in more units, I changed my college degree, I changed my college major, and I switched and I focused more. But after that time, I didn't really think about that conversation my Papa had until about a year later, a couple years passed, until the 2 weeks before he passed, and that time I thought about it more and more. And when I thought, what does that degree mean more than just paper and being smart, getting an education? I look back at my Papa's life as a whole and who he was. He raised 6 kids. He was married and took care of my grandmother for 40 plus years. He went to school full time and earned his degree. He worked full time as an electrical engineer. He owned 2 homes on opposite ends of the earth, and he was a successful business owner for 20 plus years. He also helped raise 8 grandkids. We have my cousin Pete, attending a full-ride scholarship, pursuing his baseball career at Tarleton University, hoping to get drafted by the big leagues by next spring. We have my cousin Leilani attending Cal State Northridge in Southern California. We have myself pursuing my basketball career and hoping to get in San Francisco State. We have all my younger cousins attending private school to set themselves up to go to college. And I look back at my life, being 25 years old, I'm not married, I don't have kids, I work part-time at a restaurant, I'm enrolled in college, and I live at home with my parents. And I think the least I can do is get my college degree and be half the man my Papa was and the family that he created. I hope I can be that because I'm so proud of him. And to see the people in front of me that he touched, standing before me, not just here, but in California, I hope I can be half of what he was. But before I let you guys go, there's one last thing that my Papa taught me that they're going to carry with me for the rest of my life. And I'm going to give to my kids and my grandkids. And my papa taught me the Chamorro culture and the Chamorro language. When I was in California and he was here, I called him my papa and I go, I'd speak broken Chamorro, or when my Uncle Peter on the air would write Chamorro articles in the PDM and say, Papa, what's my Uncle Peter trying to say? And he would help me enunciate it. Or when he'd come out to California and visit me, I'd play different Chamorro songs from Johnny Saplan, Pues Adios Esta Aquí, Goodbye Until Then, and J.D. Crutch, Apumami, which loosely translates Lean on Me, and Ben Yunu Nananami and her voices, and such. And I can still hear him singing it. We play, rewind, play, rewind, and that's why I love my broken Chamorro. But there's one last song that my papa and I sang together. And it was when he came home from the hospital and he was pronounced terminally ill. And he was sitting frail in his wheelchair. And all my life, I've never seen my papa cry. He sat there, and as we sang, and we were singing it, he cried. We cried. And I took his hand like this, and I cried, and I said, Papa, I'm going to miss you so much. I wish I could keep you here forever with me and thank you forever. Grandma can wait. But then he said to me, you know, son, you have to let me go. Good things have to come to an end for great things to begin. And as always, when my papa said something, I said, okay, Pop, I understand, because my papa knew it all. He put me at peace, and then 2 weeks later, surrounded by my whole family, we watched him pass away peacefully, and I held his hand, and he couldn't speak to us, but his eyes wide open, and all my cousins and us here, we said, Papa, go ahead and go. We're okay without you. You taught us enough. You would still, what you were, we're going to carry for us forever. And I knew my papa, and he wasn't the one to cry, he would always tell me, why are you crying? Because I knew he was going to God, and I knew he'd be there with my grandma. So, before we close this chapter in our lives, and we say goodbye to the good, and we say goodbye until next time, we write a new chapter, and hope for greater things in our new lives with a new chapter after my papa. I will end it like this to you all. Pues adiós, está aquí. Pues adiós, está aquí. Tatami, si Diyos mas, ugay lahat, umarbihihin tako. Ave Nananzus Sanctus Maria, Maoni Miname Sanctus Sia. Ave Maria, Ave
영구로 다시 두 스마시 저 상수